what you've got on the in front of you are some of the things. I would like to say that was everything, but it's really not. We don't have pots and pans in our food, and a lot of other items that are first aid kits and all of those things that are essentials. Nor do we have some of our material for some of our research.
This is called a light cap or a solar water bottle, and so it doubles. It's a device, it's a water bottle we carry in good wide drinking mouth, but on the top is a little solar panel. So you carry this on the outside of your pack all day, and then excuse me, at night when it gets dark, the water lights up and it turns white, or there's a button we can turn it red.
Yeah, the button
red
will go white or red, or it's off like it is now.
Red, so that you don't have this, if you leave it on all night, you don't ruin your night vision by the white light. You have the red. And then another beverage or liquid for the trip are these Benavia drinks, which is one of our sponsors, Benavia. They're nutritional supplement drinks, 4 different flavors and 4 different focuses. We like the memory and focus one a lot. That's something we're trying to build up. But we hope to drink a couple of these each day, and if the research shows that after 6 weeks it really helps maintain muscle mass.
And of course, one of the items that's really essential to us is our GPS unit. And the GPS is going to be able to locate all of the various research spots, whether it's our photography that we're doing for our waypoints, or it's the streams, invasive species, whatever the topic is. The GPS is going to give us our actual positioning, which is really important, as well as keeping track of the real miles that we cover and where we're going to be at any one time. This is essential for us so that we can make use of the data we collect, because you can imagine after 4.5 months and a few thousand photographs and a few thousand pages of notes, if we don't have something referenceable, we're not going to remember where exactly it was if we wanted to go back and check, like the eagle nest that we just observed this yesterday on our boat trip. And if we use the GPS, we can relay that information to appropriate sources so that they can actually find and monitor those nests.
Okay, this is our spot receiver, which is a transceiver or transponder that uses satellite telemetry to mark our location wherever we might be, and we'll be using this with Google Earth to show at different points. We can click on it and it'll mark our location on the Google Earth map. It can also be used in emergencies if we need help, if the spot on the map is not moving for a couple days and our support person hasn't heard from us, then that's a cue to send search and rescue. This item is another solar device. It's a little solar radio. Works both regular radio channels, but more importantly, it's a NOAA weather channel. So no matter where we are, we can crank it up. If we're not getting any sun and we don't have solar charge, we can use the crank. But the important thing is that we can get the NOAA weather channel and be prepared for any severe weather that might be coming in.
Or to also recognize when we might be getting waves where we have shallow beach lines and we depend on having the waves going offshore or small. Otherwise, large waves may prohibit us from walking on some stretches. This little instrument is our weather instrument. It has a barometer. It has the temperature, it even has cloud cover, it has time and date, and so it allows us to get the information that we need to be able to record the conditions at any one of our sites and sightings. And that will be important because, of course, that changes perhaps the image of what people will see when they're looking at the information. We have to depend on a lot of batteries, but the fewer the better, and so all of these items that have solar capabilities means we're not recharging or throwing away batteries, and that's really a nice thing. So this is just a really nice little flashlight unit that will support us on our overnight camps, and if we end up hiking late some night.
Being bird watchers, we're going to be using these a lot, especially because it is the spring migration. So we're excited about what we're going to be seeing with these binoculars.
And this unit is our stove. This is called a Little Bug, and it's actually produced up in Minnesota, northern Minnesota. And the stove comes in 4 parts. And we assemble this stove when we're ready to cook. We, of course, have to have a pan to cook, hold the liquids or whatever we're doing. But it is a easy assembly that allows for us to use twigs for our cooking. Now, there's an impact when people are doing fires, and we don't want to leave behind a bunch of fire scars. But if we can take simply a dead branch and break it up into finger-sized pieces, this works as a chimney. It has drafting capability. The top is designed for the pan, just to hold the pan, and it will focus the heat from those twigs. So the other day I boiled a pot of water, and I simply used 1 dead aspen branch to do so. At the end, I've just got little ash left to get out of the way. So it's a low impact and relatively...
And it'll use alcohol, little alcohol fuel canisters too, if you don't want to use the twigs.
This is our mascot and guide. There's a children's book called Paddle to the Sea. That was one that I was particularly enjoyed, and I know it's available on YouTube, and now it's available in a DVD, and it has to do with a young Indian boy carving a little wooden canoe, releasing it on the Nipigon River, and it ultimately goes through all the Great Lakes and on out to the sea. It's a great story, a great little video, and we decided we wanted to have Paddle with us. So I took on the challenge, not being an artist or a wood carver. I took on the challenge to make a little paddle, and now we will have on our website a place to find out where Paddle is each day, and we hope the kids will relate to it. We know a lot of adults will, but we're pretending it's for the kids.
And it has special names on the bottom too.
Yeah, you want to tell them?
It has our grandchildren's names burned into the bottom of it, so that's another way that we're carrying our grandkids with us.
Right, Matthew and Aaron and Annalise and Ryan, and this is Full Circle Superior 2010, and since we have 1 grandchild that's expected at the end of our journey, and they haven't given that child a name, I've suggested that they might name it Full Circle, so I have Full Circle Horn on the bottom here. I think we've covered everything except probably the most essential, and something that we can't go without. We will...
Nice lightweight shovel though.
Yeah, very nice lightweight. Since the holes won't always be there, we have to be able to provide our own. And so the essence and reality of walking all of those days is...
But not leaving any of the toilet paper behind.
Right. That gets burned.
Or
buried,
carried out.
Or carried out.